All right, here we are. Here we are.
Hello, everyone.
We are just a couple minutes earlier than the time set, so the counter's still going, but we're already
Mhm.
sitting here, so why not?
Just only 41 minutes left.
Yep, so why
Mhm.
not? Let's get everything up and running here. I'm gonna kill the sound on this.
So we have already 5 viewers.
All right, hello, everybody. Well, let me get the laptop pulled up here so it's easier to read your
So hold on for a
comments.
while, guys.
Yep, and here we are. We are going now. So what's up, everyone? Tell us who all's in here. Well, we know Billy's here. Hello, Sandy. And Dominga, what do you say? Ochoa?
Yes, Dominga Ochoa. Hi,
Yeah.
are you from Cristi de la Rosa,
Wow. And
Pampanga, San Fernando?
wow, that's pretty cool. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hey, there's our buddy David. David, man, we really
Yes,
wanted to
hello,
see you
David.
this last trip, man. We did. Everything got messed up for your side and my side both. Man, we're gonna do this sooner or later, dude. Even if you get back to the States, we're gonna hook up. Hey Gary, how you doing? Uh, would that be Cheryl or Cheryl
I
Cooper?
don't know, Cheryl,
So
probably.
tell it. Did I say it right the first time or the second time? It says hello, kids. Well, hello to you. Uh, it says, would that be Rabel
Rainbow
Buzz?
Bus. So hard to say.
Hello to you
Rainbow
too.
Bus.
Yeah. Um,
Uh,
James, you look skinny. New lens. Who's a hottie? I'm not skinny. Magic camera.
I
it's
starve
your
him.
it's your first time. Well, we enjoy you joining in with us. We're just gonna sit back and we're gonna chill and we're just gonna talk and laugh. Hey Daryl, how you doing, man? I'm glad Daryl's here.
Yes,
That's cool
Daryl is here.
too.
Glad. Hello,
Uh,
Daryl.
Gary, thank you for that, man. We are here making the best of it. We didn't get the work done we wanted to on our house in the Philippines, but we got back here and we're making the best of it here. There's old Cap rolling in.
Yes.
So we're coming to you live from the front porch. Yep. And I'm sitting here. I got some snacks. Got me some jalapeno poppers. Yep.
I can tell that you're not prepared.
Yep. I got me snacks here this time. I got me pecans. These are shelled right off the tree right behind you. If you look behind you, there's a big pecan tree right behind you there. And this girl right here shelled all of just so many pecans. Oh my gosh, she
Yeah.
shelled so many.
Harvest quick before the squirrel got it.
And yeah, and this squirrel ate them, still eating them. Mm. Yeah, Daryl, these jalapeno poppers are good. Well, look at there. We got Stacy. So excuse me eating. I haven't ate.
Yes, hello, Stacy.
I
How
skipped
you
lunch and
doing?
everything. I
Yes.
guess because we've been putting a greenhouse up today. We've been putting up a greenhouse. So I said there's Stacy. I'm glad to see Stacy. Timothy,
Timothy,
glad you're here.
yes.
Jeep Man 09. I hadn't heard from him lately. How you doing, man? It's glad to hear from you again.
Yes, it is from Victoria, Canada, huh?
Yeah, British
Wow.
Columbia. Hello. And of course, my good old moderators, Daryl, Billy. I'm glad y'all are here doing the first line of defense against the trolls. Billy is a troll. So I have a troll trolling the trolls. It says, what does it say here? Males plants now have a place to live. Did you twist my arm?
No.
It was actually me running her out there to do it, believe it or not. I had to round her up. Yeah, pro troll. There it is. What? Yeah, yeah. They said it right. That's keeping your enemies closer. We just love old Billy. We do. Billy and I, we talk on the phone some now, and we chat back and forth through text messages. Uh, Billy's a one of a kind for real. Also, got me some chips and dip here too. Well, I'm just doing it up. So I'm just gonna snack on these little small things while we chat.
They're just making you hungry.
Yeah, this is my food right here. Yeah, said
Billy, shut up.
Linda, you slacker. Linda, what radio station you listening to when you sleep? Yeah. What do you? It's probably some language you don't understand, Billy.
Yes. In other words.
Yeah, we just got finished with supper. I wanted to do this a little earlier than I normally do because
Mm-hmm.
we want to enjoy the outdoors right here instead of sitting in a room in a house chatting with you guys. So I'm glad a lot of you've seen this and are coming on right now and can enjoy with us. Just relax and
Plus,
everybody enjoy lockdown quarantine time.
yeah. Plus, we always live chat in the mostly in the night. I mean the nighttime.
So my boys here, what you been doing, David? What's happening over there in the Philippines right now?
Yes. What happened there? The Philippines.
James calls me, loves to breathe in my ears while Melinda sleeps. Then he goes to bed and puts his phone on her ears, and I breathe heavy. You are crazy, Billy. You are crazy. I think there was a little bit of glue in your past or something. It says, Michael Ryan, hello from Delaware. Hello, Michael. As I told them, excuse me, eating on some jalapeno poppers here. Catfish fry. I'll be right back. I need to sniff more glue.
It's crazy.
uh, so, everybody, tell us what you've been doing. We want to hear from you guys. Tell us what you've all been doing this past week, today, for your weekend. We want to hear about what your projects and all have been in your lives right now. So it's a little time for y'all to talk to us and share to us what's going on with you all. So I'm looking here. Gary says planning to start heading to the Philippines in the next year or so. Well, it's definitely a beautiful place. It's a wonderful country, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Just take your time when you get there. Um, if you've been in a long distance relationship with her, just remember you don't truly know her yet. And so if something sets you off or alarms you, remember you can always step away and find the right person out there for you. But this might be the right person. I met
Yeah.
her and it went straight forward the whole way. And we didn't have an LDR. We met face to face on a beach there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Face to face.
But just take your time and go there and really enjoy the country too. Just go there and enjoy the beautiful country and the beautiful people. So Michael said, "How are the dinosaur hunters?" My little joke. Hey, that tail of that thing, that whole creature, when you really look at it and zoom up close and just pay attention to it, it's really a prehistoric creature. No joke, It is amazing to really just sit there and look at it. Um, so Gary says that he's been out driving the truck and napping. Oh man, so you're out on the road, huh? And Stacy is staying at home and piecing a quilt. Oh, that's a nice
She
hobby.
also said, but painting with my daughter.
Oh, and painting with your
Yes.
daughter.
You missed that one.
Yeah. Well, that is nice. That's some good peaceful time right there. My my granny on my mom's side, she was the quilt makingest person I've ever seen in my life, and she gave away so many quilts to so many people. It is unbelievable, man. And then on my dad's side of the family, I have some quilts upstairs that were made back in the 1800s that were never used, folded up and never used. That still look like brand new, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Melinda, she got one of them out and was going to start using it. I'm like, man, that quilt's 150 years old. Please, please, please don't use that thing and don't just stick it in a washing machine. It may be the end of its life.
Yeah, because before they just use hand wash, right?
It's
Nothing
never
washing
been
machine.
cleaned. It was
Yes.
those quilts were made new and never used.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's amazing. They even wrote on there the date they made them and all. It's pretty cool. Uh, so yeah, I've been around the quilting quite a bit. Daryl, been trapped with Jaxilla when she gnats. I escape the country roads to get wind in my hair. That's funny. Melinda, when you're gonna dye your hair bright pink and blue.
Never.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, her and I, we're gonna have to redefine some stuff if she does that.
Never happened.
They're really good to eat. That one a little small to eat. And soft shell are the best. I don't know if you can tell that thing was really huge, but yeah, I grew up in the past with my elders. They were still getting those soft shell turtles and eating them. I think I tasted one time in my life when I was a young kid, and I just don't even remember what it tastes like. But there's plenty of other things to eat. I don't need to go after turtle.
Yes, even
They're what?
it's just like a pets.
Like a pet? That's a
Yeah.
pet that'll take your finger off right there. Yeah. So let's see right here. Gary, he's been set out on the road. He's hauled some 60-foot roof beams down from Oregon. Yep. Rocking a lone load and a cab over. Well, man, we're glad that you can take a break and enjoy chatting here with us. And let's see, roof beams, man, that's 60 footers, man. That is some pretty long load you're doing there. Does that a 60-foot long load like that, does that have to have a chase car or anything? I know it's not wide then, but it is really long. Or is that probably just requires like routing and special permits? Let's see. So what else we got going here? Sandy says that she too loves to quilt, make them for family and friends, and love to give. That's a good heart, and that's a good
Hmm.
thing right there. I like that. That's the same way my sweet granny was. Let's see. We've been on hold since the epidemic. Held back 4 more weeks. Our money's invested south at the moment. Corey is 72 and is building his heart out with us. Yeah, I had to make a video explaining the situation. Yeah, Billy, I'm wanted to talk to you more, and you tell me more about all that. Um, it's pretty interesting, but I like the whole concept, Billy. I really do. Everything we've talked about so far, I like it, man. You got my support, brother. You got my support. Jeep
Chipman
Man,
09.
yeah, still working weekday doing concrete and sitting home evenings and weekends watching YouTube. Concrete work, boy. I wish we would have finished our concrete work over at that house. Um, I've been contemplating of even trying to get them and move them slow to do some of the concrete pour while I'm not there. But like before they do a pour, show me close up pictures or video of everything they have formed. Let me go over it and see. And if I see a mistake before they pour, then ask them to correct it and then send me new pictures again showing it corrected and then move on. I've really been thinking about doing that to get that bare steel poured in crete so that it doesn't rust and it doesn't rust the tie wires and lose all that labor. Oh no, I've got to discuss that with the missus if she thinks it's a good or bad move. Problem
So,
is I'm so dang picky that if they make a mistake, they know that I'm gonna raise hell.
yeah, I
So
know.
that's the problem right there.
Yeah, that problem
Yeah.
is with you, not me.
And so let's see here. I've been watching your videos on the build. You're doing a great job. Well, I appreciate that, Jeep man, very much.
So I just want to say hi to my kabayan. Hello, Leading Suarez.
Oh, she popped in
Yes,
too, huh?
hello,
Yeah,
how
there
was
she
life
is.
there?
Yeah.
Life is go on, still alive.
Nanu, nanu. Have the spaceman that killed the cattle in the past been able to send messages over Melinda's antennas?
Oh my God.
Those aren't antennas, those are choo-choo train tracks,
Yes, it's a
remember?
choo-choo train.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, it's pretty cool having you all from all over the place here joining in. It is really cool. We have been, or I guess both of us, we've been sprouting seeds. She's had stuff she's been working on. I've had stuff I've been working on, and we got quite a few things sprouting out
Mm-hmm.
already, don't we?
You sprout your own
I'll
seeds.
have them in videos. Y'all see it soon, but we have those lawn trays like you get at a garden center when you buy like a little flat of plants, and we save those and repurpose them. Some of them came from my brother because he was in landscaping and he just enjoyed to grow too. It was a passion of his. So he had a lot of stuff that I got from him that was just, used flats and stuff, but we could still make use of them instead of throwing them away.
That's right.
So we've been repurposing those for another round. Some come from Melinda's friend Addie Maurice that she's a
Yes. Big time
big time
for
grower with
gardening.
big greenhouses and garden. She has her permits, whatever, for I guess what is that down there that she goes to the
Greenville Market.
yeah, in Greenville, Texas,
Yes, in market.
at the market there. But she got her license and permits for that, and they're also USDA
Yes,
approved
besides of that, they sell meat also.
on pigs. Yeah, and so she gave us a bunch of flats and plants and onions before too.
Yes, before.
We hold on to that stuff and we repurpose it until there's no drop left in it.
Supposed to be she keeps some for me.
Don't get driving.
On
Good chatting with y'all. Gary, you be careful out there and take it easy. And shout at us next time. Tell us what you got going on. And we're always here for you, man.
Yes, thank you, Gary. Take
Be
care.
careful out there on the road. Be careful. Roads ought to be pretty empty right now. So
Question, Melinda. Is frog better than chicken? Oh, yes. I can tell that for me, frog is better than chicken if it is fresh.
I guess I missed that one too. Um, let's see what else is going on here. Oh, so Billy wrote that, huh? Question from Melinda. Is
Yeah.
frog better than
You know, he
chicken?
has a lot of question for me.
Yeah. Are you growing anything non-native?
Non-native?
Non-native. Well, she's non-native.
Something like a question. You're non-native.
Here's my non-native
Man.
right here.
Ah.
Got you right there, didn't I? Yeah. So, hold on. Thank you for seeing me, Mel. Choked on that drink. God bless both of you. I hope you're enjoying. And I see you again. Well, don't be in a hurry. Absolutely.
Yes, thank
Absolutely.
you for joining us today.
So, Ronnie, how you doing, man? Y'all a bunch of awesome people. Love watching you. Man, thank you so much.
Yes.
We just who we are. Sometimes we're human. We argue, we fight, we have good days, bad days, but
Yes.
overall, we try to stay positive and enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Leading Suarez, thank you. You also stay safe there.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, she's still in Hong Kong right now, right?
I think so.
I bet she is.
She
I don't
said
think
she's
she's come home.
going in April. Go home in April, but
We don't know what's going to happen on that now,
that's
huh?
right.
Yeah. The lady we're speaking of here, she is from just a couple towns over from us there in the Philippines. She's been a long time viewer and subscriber of us, and she is an overseas Filipino worker working in Hong Kong. And she had plans to go back home and be back home there in the Philippines, but with the calamity, had been. Oh, she's in Manila. She means not in Hong Kong. I'm so sorry, in Manila. I'm so sorry, but with the calamity going on, it's hard for her to get back home down there. Those chips got my throat.
So how's Manila right now? Because we seen a lot of news that they're really locked down,
Yeah.
of course.
So you're in that like
in a bad
enhanced
situation, yes.
quarantine. Man, you're in that enhanced quarantine area. So what's going on there? Are food supplies still good there and all? We're watching a lot of videos of what's going on over there, and we hear some stories of some areas saying that they can't hardly get any food, that stores are empty, mega long lines, and there's just not much to be had. And then we hear other stories that it's plentiful. So tell us what the situation is there. Right. He said, my son's in Quezon City. Um, what's the situation with them, too? I had to look at her. There's Jim and Rose's adventure in Manila, Philippines.
Mhm. Hello, Jim and Rose.
Yep. Hello. And sorry you got to sit here and watch me eat jalapeno popper
Yes.
peppers,
So,
but
Jim and Rose, right now you're in Manila. Still there in Manila.
well, Philippines, so I'm sure they're probably still there. Well, I miss being there, but we also are so blessed with what we have here. And it was a mild winter, and it's already warm fast here. It's growing. It's kind of a blessing that we came back early in a
Yes,
way.
it's really a perfect time to go back here because weather is good and plus
Yeah, Ray just said what I've heard on others, and that's that they can't buy any beer or cigarettes, no type of alcohol,
yes,
beer,
they
nothing.
total ban that one. Even in our province, they also ban all those
I'm not.
cigarettes and drinks.
Yeah, that's what I'm surprised is the cigarette thing. I'm not a smoker or nothing, but I could see maybe the alcohol if they worried about people getting unruly if they're drunk or something. But the cigarette part I didn't get unless they just don't want to waste their money on smokes
I don't
and want to
know.
save it for food.
Maybe the one that
I
to
don't know.
sell
I
it
don't know
now.
what their logic is behind that. What did they say their logic was for the cigarette part?
I hear that there's a penalty if if they sold that one. I mean, they sold that beers or any liquors.
It says my wife is just outside of Manila, and all stores, bank, and businesses are shut down as of today, and cannot even send any more support. You know, I've been kind of really watching and keeping up a little bit going on over there, and yep, watching them, the super long lines at the ATM machines, and the ones that have any money, there'll be a line a mile long at, and a lot of them are offline or they're just empty, no money left in them. And the same thing, the money send places only open short time. Some of them already closed their doors. When you shut the money supply off, that's really bad, especially a country that depends on remittances. You know, I mean that's the key thing for the Philippines is remittance
Yeah.
and sharing. Like say like uh, our friend here that's up in Manila, you know, she's up there working, and then she sends her money back home, probably down to the province there, and they depend on that money um, to survive. You know, so if she can't pass any money down to them, they don't have any means a lot of times to get anything.
Well, I shocked for that one. That they closed the bank or they also closed the remittance.
Yeah, and I also, y'all, if y'all hear noise, that's our guineas over there raising cane, probably because we're here on the front porch and they're like guard dogs. If y'all ever had guineas, yeah, guinea fowl, they are like guard dogs. They're like, what are y'all doing on the front porch? Y'all not normally on the front porch. On to us. So that around different parts of the national capital region that they're going to be flying helicopters, spraying some kind of sanitizing aerosol in the air and telling people to stay inside their homes and all. I mean, I'm just really curious what they would be spraying. And most of those houses over, you know, they don't have windows sealing up tight and all. So, um, what are they going to be breathing? You know, what are they spraying in the air that it's no way it's not going to come into their house? You know, there's just no way. Um, I'm really, you know, kind of a little disturbed about that one, you know. And if y'all don't know it, there in the Philippines, they have a lot of checkpoints, lots of checkpoints. And they got barrels and sometimes big water trucks um, set up. And by the way, Uh, Chad's here. Chad, glad you joined us. Rick, glad you
Yes.
joined
Hello,
us.
Chads.
James Lomax, uh, he wants to know when you're doing a cartwheel.
Yes, but like leading Suarez, everything closed, but some restaurant. Then how come that some restaurant is open and the store was closed,
I
right?
think they can. I think the government said they can do takeout just the same as here in the U.S. They're allowed to do takeout.
Take out also.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So anyway, I was saying that they've got checkpoints set up and they've got like power washers, and they're pumping like chlorine, like you use for swimming pools, spraying down all the cars and trucks, even the motorcycles that are passing through those checkpoints both ways. Then, in some places, say like up in Angela City, uh, on the main heavy traffic places there, they're spraying down the whole streets in the front of buildings and all. They're walking through in front, sweeping everybody out of the way, and just sanitizing everything because their logic was that that virus could be on the ground. The humidity attaches to the droplets. It drops. It's moist there. It stays alive longer. Somebody walks through that. They pick it up on their shoes. They go home. They bring it in their house. They touch their shoes. It's on their hands, spreading. So they're actually sanitizing the streets, and that's pretty amazing. It's way more being done there than here, but the numbers are super low compared to the US. US has 3 times the population, but we have 1,000 times fold the cases. And so apparently, whatever they're doing over there, it's working. It's working.
we can scroll up a little bit. There's some message over here.
Yeah, we got Racer. Let's
Uh,
see.
Rickman is
Rick said Pennsylvania won't let you buy a gun. Um, they tried that here in Texas, and we are a gun-toting state right here. And governor said, "Nope, you will not. None of you cities will not stop gun sales. They will continue on because there were some cities here in the state of Texas that was going to try to go independently and stop gun sales, and our governor Abbott said, no, you will not stop it. The people can still buy."
mm,
So I thought that was odd. It shows that he must be a real gun advocate for real. Uh, what else we have here? Yeah, Billy said no one's laughing at the preppers, are they? I think a lot of us on here, we probably all have a little bit of prepper in us. Quite a few of us. And then the Filipino society, their lives are preppers on most part. They don't have a lot of food stored back, but they know how to survive. Y'all are really survivors.
yes.
Yeah, they have a lot of skills that's just traded in their daily life that preppers try to learn in other countries. And I'm just telling the truth right there on that.
Jeff Man09 Western Union won't even let me send from Canada because they are close in Manila area. I tried today when my wife told me that was happening. That's so.
Man,
Yeah, so I'm just kind of a little worried.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, you can't cut that money off. And I thought Duterte said for them to not cut off any of those remittance places. I thought they were supposed to stay going.
Yeah.
Well, we're kind of mixing here. We're Texas Filipinos, so we deal with Texas farm life and homesteading here, and we deal with the Filipino side over there because that's us. It's a mixed life.
Yes.
It's a dual culture. So I appreciate all of you that are here and tolerating both topics, and maybe you might learn something about another country you didn't know and see something different than what's just here daily life,
Mm-hmm.
and vice versa. And then a lot of you, we have a common thread that we do enjoy both lives, like Jeep Man here and all. And so I appreciate the mix of characters that we have here. I appreciate it very much. It's it's what makes us unique from some of the others.
So it's also joining today is Razors. Racer.
Racer, yeah, Racer
Hello,
X
good morning.
7709R1. Good morning from
from Chicago.
Chicago,
So it's a
Illinois.
morning time there in Chicago, huh?
It said good morning, Chicago, Illinois. No, that's not morning in
Oh,
Chicago.
okay. Good
It's
morning.
about the same time as here. They're pretty straight up north
Okay,
of
it's
us.
just
Yeah, we're on the same uh, time schedule. It would be good morning in the Philippines right now. Yeah. So here in our place, the bank's still open, pharmacy and some restaurant and grocery open. Yes. Uh, you said a lot of
the
check
check
open.
open.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, lots of checkpoints. Yeah. I'm checking your tent. And that's they're doing. Let's see. Hold on. It just jumped on me right there. I want to try to. Sorry if I missed somebody. I don't mean to miss anyone here. Y'all just all be
A little bit.
very patient with me. And it's it. Just glad she's outside the city and we have veggies and chickens. Amen, right there.
Mm-hmm.
And neighbors have pork and other veggies, so should be okay if everyone looks after each other. If it's anything like my wife's community, I'm sure they will. You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys something that Mel and I did. Um, we said, and then I'll go back to your comments here. Mel and we had. I mentioned it in our last live stream that it was in my heart to help some people over in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And Melinda didn't know. She wasn't in the room when I discussed that with you guys. And then Melinda and we ended up having a talk because lo and behold, she had the same thing on her heart as I had on my heart. And we didn't know, she didn't really want to approach me. Like, she didn't know if my heart was there with that and if I might like respond negative on it or something. But her face lit up when she found out that I too was wanting to help some people there. And I told her, we have more than we need, and we're lucky and we're blessed. And so I didn't want to be greedy. And knowing that people we know right there in Melinda's community, that they're quarantining in tight, way tighter than here in the U.S. You just don't know, you know, that one person can leave the house and go to a store. They got to get a pass from a local office. They got to get there and get back. The transportation on the roads is pretty much shut down. A lot of them have to even walk, even if it's a distance, to get to the place to
Just
get
only a
food
small community.
and get it back. And so I was worried about them. I know these people, they live a hand to mouth daily subsistence, and the ones that can go out and do work are unable to go work. And so it doesn't take them long at all to run out of food right there. And they're on the seashore. You're not going to be growing vegetables and stuff right there.
Yes.
Um, they don't have any space to grow hardly any chickens. There's maybe a few native chickens running around that might belong to
Yes.
somebody, but
No space to plant anything.
nothing.
Yeah,
And
nothing.
the government was kind of slow getting anything to them. And I knew it, and it was bothering me. And I really have grown to care about a lot of those people right there. I've already been around them for several years now, and I've celebrated birthdays with them. I went through losses with them of different people we've lost in the community there,
Yeah.
and you start blending into become like one big family, And so Melinda got a list of about how many families and people that we thought was right there. She worked pretty hard writing it up, and we sent money over, and we assigned some people in Melinda's family to go out to buy all of the stuff. And the family, Melinda's family, all joined in her mom's house
Yeah, they're helping each other.
with scales and bags and spreading this food out and dividing it up. And they took and put it in big tubs and carried it house to house to house to house, giving food. How much rice did you divide to each house?
2 kilo for every family.
So yeah, 2 kilos of rice, and then you did what? Coffee?
Yeah, noodles, coffee, and then
What, like
canned food like sardines or and then tuna.
some kind of protein?
Yes, something like that.
And so that's what we did. Um, I've got video clips of it that the family sent me,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got people that sent really sweet messages thanking us for it. And but I didn't do it. I'm not trying to do any bragging here. It's just what we chose to do. I'm not even going to make a video about it or nothing because I didn't have any kind of agenda or trying to get like YouTube popularity for
Mm.
helping others. But I'll just say it's what we did, and we feel proud for it.
Yes, because we know how hard the life there. So in that situation, I know they really need help
About
bad.
how many
Yes,
families did we
Th-
send to?
35 family at that area only. I
So
mean,
35
in that
families.
area, in that small area.
35 families. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. And if times continue hard there, I'll just put it out there. I'm not scared to do it again. I'm not. Yeah. So that's what I had to say on that. And I just, something we felt good about. And
Mm.
if any of you other people out there have the opportunity to help someone else, if you have more than you need, these are the times that we're supposed to do this. Don't forget that. When you're growing your garden, we don't know. This could be a short-lived thing that's happening, or it
Mm.
could be long still, and then winter come. So all of us out here that can grow, whether it's over, whether you're, well, no matter what country you're in, if you can grow right now, grow extra, put more out there, and you might find that you need to share that with other people. And so just grow more than you need for yourself. Don't be scared right now. We should grow, grow, grow. Worst case, this over, you can either give it away or you can it and preserve it and use it yourself. But right now, we should all try to grow some extra for other people. All right, let me quit preaching there. I just really like to help other people. Um, so So Chad, he was saying they're going to kill all the good germs, which will be a problem later. If they're using bleach and stuff, they got to be careful. You can kill good germs too. That's for sure. You're
Mm.
right about that. Uh, that doesn't sound good for people, animals, or gardens. We're talking about that spraying, testing. Yeah, you're probably right that the numbers do show to be low, but the unique thing about the Philippines is that being an island nation, instead of just a bunch of states like we are here, is they have a water border and they have patrol out there, some that they can isolate areas way better than a lot of countries can. That is a unique thing about them there,
Mm.
is that they're able with that sea, with those waterways between those islands, that does help your cause a lot. And no bridges, no bridges as well. So that does help them a lot. And Rick said, good man, Abbott. You know what? I think we have a really good governor here. I really stand behind Mr. Abbott.
I think you messaged earlier that something about that governor,
But we'll just keep on moving forward right here.
Yes.
So I think our cases might be from people not quarantined. Our neighbors yesterday had a baby shower with well over 15 people in attendance. And
Oh.
see, Stacy, that right there is what's really been kind of irking me, is the disrespect going on here. Once again, I'm just going to give views between two different countries that I live in, right? Two different countries. And over there, they're taking it more serious. And when the president speaks, the people listen, even the people that didn't like him. They still listen and they're respecting his word. And the authorities also respect his word, no matter if they like him or not, because it's the president. And that's the way it should be here, too. He's a president. We should be listening, and we should be listening for ourselves. We shouldn't need somebody to tell us and force us to spread out so the germ can quit jumping around. It's just, it's common sense. Why do we? What you're writing there, it gets me. It's like all those defiant ones down on the beach in Florida, and now those cases are
Yeah,
showing up
there's a
there.
defying
Yeah,
people.
I heard the governor is giving everyone a Ford F-150 so they can't go anywhere.
That's
It's a truck joke about Fords, Melinda. He's saying that they give the governor give everybody a Ford F-150 so they can't go anywhere, meaning that Fords break down and won't stay running.
Oh,
So you're
yeah.
not going to make it very far. I didn't know when Cat went back out again.
Yeah.
How did he sneak by us?
Don't know. Maybe they're
Crazy.
just
Maybe he's
busy
circling all the way around.
flying.
um, so here where we at here. So it says I couldn't pass for a Filipino. My toes are too crushed up in shoes. And that'd be a dead giveaway. So were you saying something about my wife's wide feet? You know the nice thing about her having wide feet is she swims like a duck.
It's a strong
She
fit.
don't even need flippers. Yeah. Get Billy boy. Yeah. I think any day now Mississippi's gonna lock down. Probably is. I'm already hearing more information about Mississippi. Um, Man, it jumps on you there when you touch it. It goes. And I saw that Ernie came in here, and so I want to say hello to Ernie, even though I
Yes.
don't know right
Hello,
where she
Ernie.
popped
So
up.
it's
I'm
so
trying to
late
get through these messages,
for
but
us.
Ernie, I'm so glad you're
Yes.
here. It's nice to see you join in with us too, young lady. Um, so Timothy White, he lives maybe he's from about 70 miles from us, just east of us here in Texas, in Smith County, down, and so he pretty much knows the same news we know around close right here. 27 cases here in Smith County, Texas. All of them have been related to people either on a cruise or traveling in South America. Yep, all the cruises,
There's
Um,
Peter.
man, I saw people on my right now and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, man, y'all think this is funny, but it's not funny. I mean, it's not. Don't downplay it too much. I guarantee you, governments aren't crashing just because it's nonsense. They are. They know probably more than we know. That's all I can say. Um, yeah. So Chad said, "Hey, Daryl, are you feeling better?" I was asking Daryl that same thing. Daryl, I know you haven't been feeling good, buddy, and we hope
That
that
you're feeling
you
better.
continue to get to feeling better. Yeah, it's great helping all them over there. Yeah, very generous. We uh we like to be generous for sure. It's, so she said that yes, that's true. It takes a long time to get help from the government. And then this is where Ernie must have popped in on us right here. Is Miss Ernie Hatmaker come on the scene? Look at her. She got a bunch of hearts from Billy.
Probably.
Billy sent her some hearts. Wow. Hey, hun. Cute.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Better watch out. It's gonna get you. Yeah, that's funny. What? Yeah. Ernie's like a little rock star. Yeah, Ernie is a little rock star for real. Uh so Michael Ryan, God bless, cannot get rice here in Delaware. And I don't Yes, you cannot get rice here in Delaware. Do not take a Philippines. I don't
Yeah.
understand the do not take a Philippines.
I don't
Maybe just
understand either.
miswording
Yeah,
there or
just something
something.
like that.
Yeah. Uh, so let's go on here. I see that Ernie's got all her little crew flirting with her right there. Y'all quit flirting with Ernie. Y'all gonna make Ed upset.
Tom Daba. Tom Dabao. Cool. We sent 10 large LBC boxes to our family there in Dumoy. Just arrived. That's good.
Boxes that we sent before we went on this trip,
Yes.
and they still have not arrived at our place yet.
Glad that your box came.
Yeah, you're lucky
Yeah.
for that. Man, tell us who you bribed to get them through that quick. Man,
um,
um, I think the problem is when they hit Manila and they're trying to get them down to Iloilo where we're at. Um, I think that's the slow part right there. And so it says, say Ernie, James, and Mel are on a slow mode chat. Let's see. Yeah, we're just going to chill and go through these nice and slow. Praying that this virus will end soon, that life will go back to normal. I guarantee we all are wishing for that. We definitely are all wishing for that. Boy, if you click on this thing, it just
Yes.
jumps. So where were we at here?
Here, Jim and Rose adventure.
Yep. It's so what Timothy said. The wife and I were talking yesterday and decided that we would be better off in the Philippines right
Right
now.
now. Mhm.
Well, I don't know. I still feel that they're doing a pretty good job over there, Timothy. I do. We would have been okay there. We have provisions already put back just in case. Um, but we still feel blessed that we made it back here, and we can work here on this farm and grow food right now, and we're able to be here and help people still there. But I would not make any travel right now. It's just my personal opinion. Um, we have a subscriber. He may not be here with us right now, but it's Ray Shepherd, and he too was looking at getting his wife back here to the U.S. When he came back to U.S. this last trip, she stayed behind, and they had looked and almost put her on a flight and brought her back. Was possible contaminated areas to get her home, or her even maybe face quarantine when
Mhm.
she gets to the U.S. Yeah, with freedom comes responsibility. The Filipino have learned this a long time ago. That's right, as compared to people in the U.S. Well, I just don't know. It used to be different here. I just this generation right now, they just don't care. I just don't know what to say. It's just
Mhm.
different. Um, so Tom here, and hello Tom for being here with us. We are here at our house, and how you say that? Seal Beach,
Yeah, Seal,
California.
Seal Beach.
Seal Beach, California right now, and everyone is like nothing. What does he mean? Everyone is like nothing.
Maybe just like nothing. Let's
Like
just like
nothing's happening.
nothing happen,
Everyone's just
something like
still
that. Yeah,
going on like nothing's
probably.
happening.
Yeah.
Let's see. So James said can see our lockdown in UK getting tougher by midweek here. Yeah. What's that? Dr. John Campbell. That
Dr. John Campbell, that you always watching.
Yeah, he's a UK doctor that's
Mm.
doing a daily vlog. Has been for a long time, and he's covering all of this daily. And so if you're there in UK and you haven't watched him, watch Dr. John Campbell on YouTube, and he covers it globally, not just for the UK. He covers it globally, and he's actually even worked in the past with people tied in with the World Health Organization. All he's pretty respected there. He gives some really great information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's got a real easy way he has to present everything. It's pretty cool. Check him out, Dr. John Campbell. What's happening in the UK, and y'all take it easy. I've seen that it's a lot of people just still running around like nothing's happening there in a lot of places too.
Like I said, they are selfish. That's right.
Yeah. Uh, so far, only so far here in Wilson County. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna jump on down here real quick, and we're gonna go back about cases in county. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened to Melinda and I yesterday. So it says, first of all, I seen it had more hearts than her. Billy, you're so funny. It might pay him to handle that headache.
Mm.
Oh, y'all are a mess. Well, that's funny.
Yeah.
Jim and Rose adventure in Manila, Philippines. It took me about 20 days to get used to the jet lag when I came back from Manila to Central Florida. I got back to the States on March 10th. I'm still not over it yet, am I?
Yes.
I'm still not. I had one night that I ended up sleeping a normal and got a long rest. And I actually, slept like 12 and a half hours, didn't I? And then the next night, I went right back to where I couldn't sleep again. Her too. She's still battling it too.
Yeah, 2 nights and still battling it.
Yeah. So it's still a mess here for us. Um, I got back to States on March 10th. So are you doing a self quarantine on yourself as well then, Jim? Um, so we got the we got the peanut gallery over here to the side.
Yeah, Chad and Billy, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
we're gonna have to all get all them a private room.
Yes.
uh,
Yeah.
all right, so I think we're caught up here a little bit now. Uh, so it says Ed, about time you showed up. Yeah, there. Ed's attention to detail. Oh man, I just love all you guys. I swear, every one of you, all of you are watching from everywhere. It's really enjoyable to have fun with you all. Uh, Not jet lag, James. That's age, sir. Billy, bite me, man. Well, let me tell you what happened with us yesterday. Let's see. Oh, hey, look, it's Chad. Glad you can join us. Yep.
Yeah, Ed's attention to detail.
It's
So,
a, yeah.
mhm.
That's that's Ernie's husband.
Oh, okay. So we show.
Slow, slow, slow. Hey, and boy, don't Mel just look adorable sitting here? Man, don't you just look cute?
Mm-hmm. I
You're so
know.
cute. You're so cute.
I can't help.
Uh, all right. So first of all, let me tell this. We got eggs in the incubator right now, and
Hello, Ed. Sorry.
we bought a new incubator. I know y'all probably don't care. I'm gonna tell you anyway. We bought a new incubator because I had got mad at the last one and tossed it, didn't I? I burned it up, didn't I? I said I'm never gonna use this thing again, and I destroyed it. So I bought a new one, and I got a video coming out. Y'all see it. Um, it, maybe in the next day or two, and so we've got eggs going in it right now, and it's pretty cool, man. This thing, it's got a self counter that counts down the days. It knows to stop the rotate 3 days before hatch. It keeps up with the humidity, everything. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's got a real bright LED light on top for candling. All of that. It's pretty cool. So I've got I've got those eggs in here in the living room right now, incubating. I think it only holds like 22 eggs, if that was right.
Yes, that's only 22. That's right.
Yeah. So anyway, we got that going. So I got to thinking, well, with everything locking down, if we hatch chicks, we're not going to have no chick starter feed, and that we're going to need chick starter, and we're going to need even as they grow, maybe pellets and stuff like that too. So some crumble or something. Well, we headed up here to our local feed store here in our community, which is a really nice feed store. Really nice. I mean, be out here in the country in a feed store, this thing's like top notch, man, for real. It is no joke. It is a beautiful store
Mm-hmm.
and well stocked. It's got a lot. But and I'll get to you kids here in a minute. I had to put y'all in timeout. So so you're gonna make me crack up. So so nevertheless, we pulled up into the store and all their driveways had the gates closed. I said, "Oh man, they must have already shut the store down." But it had an arrow pointing down this way. So their furthest gate onto the property, entrance sign, you enter there, has a sign sitting there where you enter that tells you to stop, stay in your vehicle, keep your window closed. It says to call a phone number and place your order with a credit card, and do not move your vehicle forward past this
Yes.
line until your order's been confirmed.
And don't open the window.
Yeah, and then you can pull forward, but do not open your door, do not let down your window, and they'll load whatever you need. And you can pay credit card only, because I guess they don't want to touch any money or exchange any
Yes, gosh.
paper or anything. And man, it's such a mess. I didn't even have my phone with me. So I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. It was just unbelievable. that it had got that strict even at a feed store to buy some feed for chickens that, man, it was a lot of signs there too, and a lot of
Mm.
orders and demands. It was kind of crazy. So pause and effect. Well, hello
Well,
all,
first,
and glad you got to join in
yeah,
here.
welcome here.
And so we drove over to the neighboring town and went to a big feed store there called Fix and Feed. And they were also taking precautions, but not to that kind of level. And we bought a whole bunch of chick starter because we plan on hatching more after these and more after
Mm-hmm.
these. With what's going on, it's really important to have that. And other feeds as well. We thought we better go ahead and stock up.
Yeah,
So the back of my
it's better
truck's
with stock.
full of feed right now.
It's better that we have a stock because we just don't know what's gonna
You just
happen.
don't know. That's right. Everything
Yes.
just keeps closing down more. And so going back to what he was talking about, that he had two cases there near them right now. Isn't that what he said? How many cases? I think the reason this feed store did this out here near us is because the county line to the next county is just a couple miles up the road right there. And we heard news that in that southwest corner of the county, which is right there near there, that there's two cases have already popped up there. So they say if there's been two that's been verified, there's probably 10 times that haven't been. So that's probably why they went to such stringent measures, even at a feed store.
Mm.
Yeah, but we're glad we got the stuff, and so we can be here and have that things to get our chicks started. So pause and effect. Let's go back to pause and effect. Tell us where you're from, and thank you for joining us in here.
Mm.
Apparently,
Thank you.
apparently, the Peanut Gallery already knows who y'all are because they're saying hey to you.
The peanut gallery.
Yeah, the Peanut Gallery. So all the kids, Ernie, Billy, Chad, Daryl, Ed, CC Ryder is in the house. What did I
Wow.
miss? Man,
Glad
I
you joined with
did. Did
us.
you get my message that I've been trying to reach out to you? I've been worried about you, and then I find out that you done got loved up by a horny toad. A 6 foot tall what redhead? Is that what I hear? Huh? Yeah, yeah. CC Ryder done got loved up by a horny toad.
Good.
uh, what does it say back here? Hold on. Michael Ryan, my wife needs her rice wife feet. Ha ha ha. Trying to buy some wife shoes for my wife. Yeah, Mel have a lot in common, and it's comfortable to see someone like us. Peace to everyone. Thank you, Michael, for that. Yeah, we don't have no shame. We tell it all like it is, or at least Billy tells it all for us, and then we got to go on with it from
Well, Billy no shy.
there. Billy must be pausing the videos and really zooming in on your feet. Oh my goodness. Oh Billy boy. So so pause and effect, yeah. I'm really glad y'all joined in. Apparently y'all are part of the extended family here already. So glad to have you join in with us here for real. Um, so we've had the he says I have a toe fetish. Uh yeah,
Chad said to Cece, "Hey, Cece, Dom, you're alive."
yeah. Uh-oh, I got some bad news, James. What is it, CC? Break it on out. I'm ready for it. I'll eat another jalapeno popper here while you tell me your bad news, my friend. Tell me, tell me. Joe Diffie died of CD19. Really? Well, man, I hate to hear that. It'd take them shoes and socks off. You know what? Um, which, of course, I'm in my early 50s right now. Ain't no hiding my age or anything. And and another tragedy that's happened on this, CC, and a bunch of y'all that Filipinos will also really appreciate what I'm gonna say. But during the mix of all of this media, so much media, uh, funny Chad. uh, all joking aside for a moment, there's so much media with the coverage of what's going on here. Covered that Kenny Rogers passed away, which it wasn't from this; it was just from elder age. But man, what a legend! I mean, what a legend!
61 years old, right?
No, he's talking about Joe Diffie was 61.
Mm.
So, but man, what a legend! Kenny Rogers. I mean, he made his mark in the world everywhere. Um, and I just want we even if it's just our little tiny group here, 20 people watching right now. I just want to share my condolences to the legend Kenny Rogers for real. I mean, he made so many hits, so much music. He struck people around the world, and as well, Filipinos love Kenny Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend Patrick from Kenya said the same thing. Said Kenny Rogers, even in Africa, is still so sung and played everywhere. I mean, just think about that to make such a mark on the world with their music. And then Kenny Rogers Roasters, its restaurants are still alive and well and growing, fast growing chain throughout Asia. They died out in the U.S., but they were bought and franchised out overseas, and they have been going crazy throughout Asia for years now. Now it's become so big that it's about to come back to the United States again. So, nevertheless, hats off to Kenny Rogers, and you rest in peace, sir, for real, for real. Just he kind of got his tributes that he would have had if we did not have all of this happening. They, I'm sure, would have done some wonderful tributes to Kenny Rogers for being such a legend, but this mess just swept it right under the rug. So I'm going to give it a little bit of attention, even if it's just on my tiny little channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's enough of that. And so, but what CC told me really reminded me about that. Yeah.
Have you ever tried this
See, he's talking
chicken?
about Joe Diffie's song "Prop Me Up"
Mm-hmm.
beside the jukebox if I die. That's right. Well, I wonder. I got a jukebox in here. We might have to prop him up on. Mm-hmm. Islands in the Stream was about Dolly in the bathtub. Ernie isn't old enough to buy beer. Leave her alone. I could have went down to an estate sale, Chad. You don't know. Let's see. Yeah, buddy, Kenny. You gotta know when to hold them. Man, just such a list of songs. It's unreal. It is unreal. Have you ever tried his chicken? Man, yes. I covered videos in the past on it
Mm-hmm.
on our vlog here about Kenny Rogers roasters.
Their deal was really good.
Man, their ribs, everything, their food is awesome,
It
boy.
seemed like the sides also. Even there in Philippines, they're selling
They give you
same
big
like a sides here.
proportions too.
Mm-hmm.
Big proportions, man. I'm telling you what, the U.S. is missing out and not having Kenny Rogers roasters here.
I'm just
They used
wondering
to, but they died out. They got, I think, them in Boston market. Boston. Boston end up killing them. Things from Boston are just no good.
Mm-hmm.
Boston.
Boston, huh?
Yeah. Where's Billy from?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe Boston?
uh, and they say that we talk strange down in Texas. Well, they must not talk to somebody from Boston. Yeah, there you go, Chad. There you go, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there for real, boy. Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers Roasters. Yeah, oh my God, look at him talking smack. That's right. I wish I could hear Chad say Boston the way that they say up in Boston. I don't even want to try to say it. Y'all crack up at me how what Chad's trying to say, how they say Boston. Was it? They said Boston, Boston. I don't even know my Texas accent. I don't know if I can throw that word out like Billy does. Hey, look here, boy. We got
Mm.
man. I'm gonna first of all I want to go read up about what happened with Joe Diffie, and that is very sad. Did y'all see that even Prince Charles, he's also tested positive for it, and the Prime Minister of Health in the UK is also tested positive for it, and then also the Prime Minister of UK is positive. Um, Prince Charles is positive for it, and then the Minister of Health is also positive. All there in UK, and that that's something else. See, it just shows this stuff don't leave nobody out. They don't leave anyone out. So, Kathy Shaw,
Kathy, hello.
hello, good
Hello
people
from
from Washington.
Washington.
Be safe up there in Washington. David, I don't know if David's still with us or not, if he's just sitting back and enjoying the noise. Um, but we have another viewer and friend, David, that's also from Washington State.
Stacy's first sticker. All gotta go. Thank you, Stacy.
Yeah, Stacy,
Take care
enjoy those
also.
kiddos. Keep it and always enjoy it. Let's see. So, as Southern as I talk, it comes out funny. I tell you, I wish we could all have a voice on here and all take turns trying to say Boston the way that Billy does. We need to all record a video and post it like on a Facebook wall of us all trying to say Boston the way
Boston.
that Billy does. Yeah. uh, let's see. Billy was born under a rock in a rattlesnake's nest. I just love OCC. Yeah. I just know no telling what happened to you when you run away with a redhead. At least that's the story that I hear, Melinda. That's the story that I hear. And y'all's, that is so funny. But it's a yeah, CC got it from a 6 foot redhead. Let's see. The Canadian Prime Minister is in quarantine. His wife tested positive. Yeah, Jeep man. Uh, Mel and I, we saw that also
Mhm.
that he tested positive on it, or that she did, and it just makes me wonder. Would they really tell it if he had it? I mean, how could he kind of not if his wife has it and he doesn't? It shows they must have some issues going on. There must not be no bed sharing. It shows that there must not been a whole lot of love in that house if he don't catch it and she had it. Yeah. uh, yeah. Let's see. But now if the gardener ends up with it, that's going to be hilarious.
Mm.
Yeah. You see why Chad and have him poke fun of me. I can't give him that privilege, sir. Oh man, y'all are such a mess. I enjoy you guys always, every day. Uh, it it's pretty fun. We really enjoy having this channel and having all the great banner with all you crazy people. Crazy people. We were lucky
She's
today. There was no rain. Man, it's like we've had. What have we seen since we've been home, Mel? 2 days of sunshine only.
yes, something like
I think only 2 days of sunshine since we've been home from the Philippines. And they said it's been that way the whole time that we were gone for a couple months. It just did nothing but rain, rain, rain. There went a Jeep by my house. that's all done up like Jurassic Park with the big Jurassic Park emblem on the door. It's hilarious. Yeah, blue Smurf juice. I'll never tell what's in this cup. It's seed. Gardner, that's funny. I don't care who you are. That's right. If the if the gardener ends up with it and the prime minister don't, we know the story right there. Yeah, this is one of my favorite channels. So what did I miss up there about a channel? Um, Flying my plane over the high tires a third time. Well, I got a lot of Melinda's greenhouse up today. We're gonna have a video of it coming out. I mean, there is a greenhouse standing, and it looks really cool too, boy. Uh, we're excited about the greenhouse. Hey, pause and effect. Dinner is ready. Hope everyone has a nice evening. Thank you very much for joining in with us. Appreciate it. Come back again. We can all just sit around and laugh and chat. And appreciate your support coming in there with us right now. But I got Mel's. And take care of there. Enjoy that dinner. I hope it's something good. Yeah, I had to round her up. I need glasses. I had to round Melinda up and really get her out there. I'm like, man, I really could use some help to hold these pieces and all. And you weren't wanting it up, so get your tail in out there and help me. And boy, she did. She was excited for it. We made a lot of progress. It's really cool. It looks good. I see Glad. See Chad. You see where Ernie was trying to get me drunk on Fireball. uh, Man, Fireball. Woo. Catfish, hush puppies, and potato wedges for dinner tonight. Would go real good with some frog legs. Man, those frog legs was awesome, boy. That was some good meat. Let's see, how many days have Melinda and I been home now? Let's see, 11, 12. We're on our 12th day. 12th day, but our life's like a quarantine anyway. We don't go around a whole lot of people anyway because we're way out here in the country. And we kind of keep everything we need anyway, so it ain't no big deal. Man, where we put that greenhouse up is right back there by that big pond I have back here behind the house. And when we were shooting video today, there was a huge bass jumping up, grabbing, feeding on something. I don't know if he's feeding on small fish or what. But man, he hit that water right there in one spot all day long. Man, he should be quiet. He shouldn't be tempting me to go after him like that. But man, he's a big old bass, man. This joker's aggressive like a shark. Well, tuna tail adobo tonight. Yeah, buddy. Boy, that sounds good. That does sound good. A bobo. Man, I miss having tuna. Man, we have a friend there in the Philippines that they got big tuna boats, tuna packing company, and man, now he's flown fresh tuna to me right there to the airport near our house for me to go pick up straight from down in Ginseng, General Santos. Man, was that good. I think I showed that in a video a long time ago, in fact, of getting some of that tuna and grilling it up. Big old huge. Man, he sent me like a whole side of a tuna, man. This big old box, huh?
For the
Yeah.
tuna.
Yeah.
It's a nice treat for that.
Where you been, Mal? What you
Take
been
a
doing,
break.
Mal? Sneaking away? Huh?
I just stole the
You didn't
chicken.
go get on the other phone and chat with Billy, did you?
Oh
Uh-huh.
no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mel, you still look so cute. Even though you do have railroad tracks on your teeth.
Actually, it's
Yeah. CC, did you see what Melinda's got on her teeth? She's got a set of grinders now, boy. Yeah, she can't even pass through security now. Metal detector, they have to run it over her mouth.
Teet, 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 teet. We need to double check.
uh, Here's you a pair of James, man. CC Ryder saying I need glasses. Man, maybe I do. Yeah, Jen saying the tuna capital of the Philippines. Man, come on, bad things happen when you get drunk. Ernie probably dresses you up and puts on makeup on you.
Really? Secret, gosh.
True story. I belong to a tuna club here in Boston. In the 17 years I fished in the harbor, we caught 0 tuna. Man, 0. That's funny. In a tuna club with no tuna. It'd be like me being in a shark club right here in Portrait, Texas. Well, I don't know, because there is a shark right next to me. Look at them shark teeth.
Stars and bones.
So good. Tuna, sorry. This is from the local fish market. Man, I tell you what, though, that's pretty cool to have somebody send you fresh tuna like that. Man, they put it on a plane from Ginseng, flew it to Iloilo. He called me and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Man, I'm just here messing around the property." And he said, "Get in your truck and drive as fast as you can to the airport right now, because it's going to spoil if you don't claim the box." Instantly when that plane lands. And man, he wasn't joking, boy. I was like, "Dude, what?" Boy, it was pretty
Sisi,
cool.
yeah, Sisi's either, it's 14 days quarantine, right?
No, we've been 12 days here.
Yeah, it's our 12 days now
Yeah.
since
But I
we came
told him
back
our
here.
life's like a quarantine anyway.
Yes, that's right. We
don't
always quarantine
we don't
here.
feel any difference of anything.
Yeah.
I mean, if we didn't turn on the TV, other than what happened up here at the feed store, we wouldn't even know anything was happening in this world. Yeah. 14 days in Filipino numbers. Numbers. Well, he's dogging you.
Yes.
12 in Texas.
Numbers.
So they got different numbers and math over there, huh? The days are like what? Longer, shorter, what is that? The crappie and white bass are moving to their spawning beds now. And I'm stuck in the house. Man, Melinda, that bass was hitting that water hard out there today, wasn't it? I was telling them about that.
It's today.
Yeah. Of course, I just said it was today. What the heck? He said he went to Walmart and he caught 15 pounds of fillet catfish. Boy, what kind of bait did you use? Did you use paper or plastic?
I think it is a special bait.
Boy, it was a tough battle, but I got fried it up last night.
That's right, Sisi. Billy, be careful.
Hold on, where's this at?
That one.
Billy, did you give Daryl that ranch? Better be careful. He's a chicken. Yep. Let's see. Bass are hungry. Someone ate all their bullfrogs. That's right. Hey, that great big bullfrog in his stomach was a huge crawfish, boy. It was almost like I got a meal in a meal. We should have cooked the crawfish.
There you go. You said you're craving crawfish.
You know what, like a turducken, So we could have just cooked it out, frog stuffed with a crawfish. Let's see what we could have: a fish stuffed with a frog, stuffed with a crawfish. Yeah.
Just there in one time.
Frogfish. Yeah. That's hilarious, boy. Man. Maybe that's what we need to try. We can do something like a turducken. We can do it.
It's 3 in 1, huh? Crawfish.
Yeah.
It's 3 in 1.
Yeah. That's 4 times I asked the question and you didn't answer me. I guess it's got an ancient Chinese secret. What is it? What is it that he has asked? What is it? Where is it that CC's? Yeah, I did too. He must have not heard me. Hey, CC Ryder, turn up your hearing aid. Get a hearing aid. I said, We have been in quarantine for
12
12
days.
days.
That's why Bill joke with me number.
12 days. I'm gonna give Cece's gonna be throwing a wrench at me. That's 4 times I've asked a question you didn't answer me. Wow, that's so funny. How
Uh,
far are y'all from I-20? Um, we're about 4 miles from Interstate 20. Yeah, maybe five, maybe about 5 miles from Interstate 20. Yeah, for real, for real. The big I-20 corridor. CC Ryder's ears are covered in red hair. Yeah, we'll pull back a little bit of that hair and listen up. uh, so hold on. It says me too. So when you say me too, you're meaning that you're right off I-20 also? I'm kind of lost there with everything that's going on.
yeah.
Let's see. Billy says put on boxing gloves and have at it, you kitchen ninja. Yeah, well, I'd like to see her with some boxing gloves on. That'd be hilarious. Yeah. Let's see. How are you from the TA? Um, well, I guess I would be out. Um,
They're in Rockwell.
no, the TA over the one here in Terrell.
Okay.
Well, I'm out north of there off Highway 34. Yeah. Yeah. Out north of it, right out there. But we got a pretty large property, so the property gets way on back up closer to Terrell, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to tell how much property we have, but shh. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, right off 20, but in Clinton, Mississippi. Man, that's pretty cool, man. We just head right on down the road, right on the Chad's way. Man, you see, right off 20 in Clinton, Mississippi. Man, I had buzzed right through there on 22. I've taken Melinda through there too. I took you on a whole down south tour, going to Florida.
Yes, in Florida.
Your brain's slow, isn't it?
Mm. Just thinking.
Melinda, does those wires on your teeth, does that mess the signal up to your brain? Huh?
I think
Is
so,
it like messing
probably.
the Wi-Fi
Yeah,
up to your
the
brain?
signal is so slow. The radio station is not really working good right now.
uh, yeah.
It's
Timothy said I spent a lot of nights parked in that TA. With a big truck or parked in that TA because you left the bar and that was as far as you can make it home. Because a lot of people used to bars would close and then they would sometimes end up passing out of sleep in the parking lot. Yeah.
bring food.
Back when
Chad
it was
saying.
Rip Griffin's, boy, everybody used to go hit it out there.
Chad said, "Bring food, money, and duct tape."
Yeah. You see, yeah, she moved her hair and I can hear her now. That's funny, boy. Yes, CC, I saw that you said that message too. uh, yeah, Melinda, don't move too much. Thanks. Yeah, keep your head turned just right.
How?
The Wi-Fi's right up there, and keep your lips closed because those braces will block the signal.
Like this? Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, I will get a video up of the greenhouse, but we're pretty excited about it. We got a lot of stuff sprouted out, ready to plant for our little off-grid life. I got a big box truck showed up this week. Got 10 new solar panels sitting here, and I'm excited to get those solar panels up. You know I'm going to say something about solar in my talks. You know I'm going to. So I got 10 new panels. Um, so I'm pretty excited about that. That's right, solar. I talked to Billy on the phone, because Billy is up near. Well, actually, I like to talk to Billy about solar because he really enjoys it so much. And then it turns out Billy's up by that big popular store Alt E, and I looked up their panels, but it really what they had didn't match good with the voltage range for what I'm needing to do and how I want to put them in a series here. So I went ahead and stuck with the same brand as I've already bought. That way they'll all match in real good too. But I didn't know if they would come or not. At first, they sent me the message saying that they weren't going to be able to deliver them because everything happening. And give me an option to go ahead and cancel the order. And then out of nowhere, I got a deal saying that it shipped, and
Mm.
and then it was here in just a couple days after then. So I was shocked. Um, what we had, everything we ordered all showed up in one day.
They
We're planning
deliver.
on butchering that steer ourselves here at the property. So I'm giving another little spoiler away, and we've been preparing for that. And we got in a lot of vacuum seal bags, like whole big long rolls, like 50-foot long rolls of the vacuum seal bags for preparing for that. So we got that coming on here pretty soon too.
Mm-hmm.
We got him locked up right now. Yeah. When you can't get no beef in the grocery store, you can dang sure get beef right here. Yeah, I'm on the wrong side of heaven, but the righteous side of hell. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That is Five Finger Death Punch's song right there. If y'all don't know who Five Finger Death Punch is, they are an awesome rock band, and they sing a lot of songs about the wars and soldiers and the problems that they went through coming back home. Man, if y'all ain't ever checked out some of their music videos, boy, y'all should check out Five Finger Death Punch. They are some true patriots too. So I'm proud of them. That's all I'll say. Hmm.
You're going to make some jerky to ship back to Philippines? Oh, I love beef jerky and I miss it.
Man, we are, and I'm
Well,
gonna make some. And if this shipping don't get too jammed up, I'm gonna send some to Brian and Marisol at a foreigner farming in the Philippines. I want to make him some beef jerky and send him a care pack of jerky to the Philippines.
that's sweet.
Yeah, take care of him over there. Take care of a fellow farmer brother that can't get any beef. So at least he can. Now he's got to be tired of just pork only at the MB Piggery there. So I'm gonna try to hook up Brian there at a foreigner farming in the Philippines with some beef jerky from the farm right here.
Ship to Mississippi. It's cheaper.
Good one right there. We can do a live auction. We could do a
Yes,
live auction for
that's right.
beef.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, hey, that's a good idea right there. We can start doing a live stream beef auction right here and start shipping it out. There's a way to get a commerce stream
That's
going.
right.
Yeah.
Sissy asking you how I get one of those winches. I like those. You should need to answer that.
How did I get one of those wrenches? I like tools. What wrenches is he talking about? Which one? Which wrench is he talking about? Maybe he'll answer me there. I'm trying to think of which wrench he's talking about. Let's see. You got to know the difference between SAE and metric. Uh, oh, the moderator wrench. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to know the difference between SAE and metric. Yeah, Billy, is your crescent wrench, is it SAE or is it metric? We're auction Melinda. What? Where's the beef? Man, Billy, keep dreaming. I am not going to auction this girl off right here. Man, it's my prized possession. Well, I don't own her. It's not a possession, but it's my pride and joy. Can't auction that off. How much you give me? How much? There's no way I would do that. Yeah. uh, I like it. I love what Billy just said. I use both SAE and Metro. Good one right there, man. That is hilarious. Chad said I got 5 on it. Well, Jeep man, take it easy. We appreciate you very much, and thanks for joining in with us right there,
Yes, thank
Billy.
you.
And man, shout us again, and let us know how things are going up your way up there. Keep in touch, man. We're all in this together everywhere. I use the SAE much more. Yeah, wow. I think even the American made cars use metric now. So Billy must be driving some like really old ragged stuff. He must have got him an antique car. Yeah, if you're still using the SAE. Uh, Well, yeah. Hey, that right there, Kathy, about I love your video on waking up your friends, Mr. Brett and Mr. Smith and Wesson. My husband laughed so hard. I tell you what, you might have laughed. I was talking noise right there, but I was telling the truth for real. Uh, for real. I was telling the truth. That really happened, and I was really upset. Um, if I took They were just right over here to my right. And if I took you out there right now, you'll see even the whole side of my mailbox is blown in with a shotgun from right here in front of the house, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, the whole side of our mailbox is blown in with a shotgun. There was a buried wire sign that was right outside here on the road too. So people come by shooting it with a pistol, shot it off the pole, and also shot my house at the same time. So, we get some crazy people drive through on these back roads that y'all just
Just don't
some
know.
some people just don't get it. Some people like the 2 people that talk noise on that video, and we lost 2 subscribers because I blocked them. I got rid of them. They got real insulting. They insulted my wife in the comments. I was busy just deleting their nonsense as fast as I could. But and they were insulting me, calling me a gun nut, and I got pretty upset, and I said, you know what, I'm letting these people get to me. All I need to do is one thing: block, block. It's over with, because apparently you don't know what we deal with out here,
Mm-hmm.
and we can walk right outside and show gun damage from the street from people shooting, and they don't care. So that's right. It says Billy said it right there, right there. James isn't a gun nut. He's a Texan. That's right. That's part of it, man. That's what we play with as kids. Some people get toy pistols. We get real pistols. That's right.
Leading Suarez, thank you so much. Melinda's priceless. Thank you
Man,
for the comment.
I was trying to ignore that one.
I know you're trying to ignore, but me, I'm so happy to read that.
You're so happy to read
And
that.
then Billy said, "No, she's a princess. See, it's more better."
Baby, if they keep writing those messages, your head's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then we're going to have to move the camera back further so your head can fit. Hey, yeah, look, they're talking about your crown.
Oh,
Right here.
it's timing, huh? James really put me. It's really fit on my head.
uh, yeah, that is hilarious, boy. Yeah, her green crown. The princess.
Yes, and of course, Scotty Show, thank you. Glad you
Uh,
bought it all good. Hope you
yeah, I
as
think
well. Hope you as well too.
before 86 if he's using SAE. Is what Chad said. Yeah. So we already know Billy's driving a vintage car. It's a big difference between hitting and tormenting. Yeah. Hope your family in the Philippines is staying safe. Hey, well, Alan, I didn't know you done popped in here on us,
Yes.
but man, glad you joined in here with us and visiting here. We'll probably wind this down here in just a little bit. Um, but also, how's everything going your way as well, Alan? Tell us. Oh man, I just saw the last of that right there. We lost Nana this morning. Well, man, condolences, condolences, condolences.
Yes, condolence, Alan.
Man,
Hope your
sorry,
family.
sorry to hear that.
Well, my our family, they're okay. They're good. They're in good situation right now.
Well, um, man, it's a sad time to lose her right now too. The way that the situation is in the world. Yeah, exotic beauty. It's pretty hard to find it.
Yeah, exotic.
Yeah, let's go real heavy on the word exotic. Yeah, definitely exotic.
Exotic is always good.
I watched the Japan video. The beauty was everywhere. So, I see here, Kimberly. Hello from California.
Yeah,
Well,
hello,
hello there,
Kimberly.
Cali girl.
There's a flies,
Man, I know it's like a
mosquitoes.
little
It's a
gnat or
mosquito.
bug or
No, I don't
something.
know. It's like it's mosquitoes.
Melinda, why you got your car parked on the front porch? Huh? Why's your car parked
You
on
know
the
what
front
time
porch?
now? I think it's waiting for me.
I just now noticed Melinda's got her car parked over here on the front porch. Can you get me your car?
Yes.
Here, let's get your car off front porch.
This is my car. It's time for me to.
Yeah, yeah. Why you got your car here on the front porch, Melinda? Let's put it back over here in the parking lot. uh, wow, Mels, you are pretty.
She's one of my supporter. Leading
Wow.
Suarez. Of course, it's my kabayan too from Iloilo. So.
Haha, broom rider. Yeah, we got CC rider, and now we got the broom rider.
The broom broom.
The broom broom broom. James, I'm building you a doghouse now. Man, I tell you what, my whole house is a doghouse. Well, it's not abuse when you beat him with a broom.
You know what, Chad? There's
I
a
don't-
time always to revenge.
Maybe it is to abuse. I might eat a couple more of your pecans. I'm gonna be a
Wow.
squirrel. That's right.
You ask permission?
Oh, trees in my yard. Yeah. Oh goodness, the broom. Yeah. Man. So just asking any of y'all been, I'm just kind of curious because it's growing season. Have any of y'all been getting anything going out there on gardening? Tell me about it. Anything. Anybody got anything going out there on gardening? I'm sure there's some Griswold cast iron there. Hey, we do cook with cast iron though, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
All cast iron. So mad I have 25 seed packets asking me when I'm moving. Man, yeah, Billy, I was thinking about that earlier. I was thinking, man, if you get delayed, you're gonna miss a growing season. Yeah. Cutter ants got your whole garden. Man, leaf cutter ants. So did you already had some stuff going and then they come in and got it? Yes, we have tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and carrots, man. That's cool to hear. That is cool. Everything looks great. Yeah, Billy, um, Billy, but your job you're doing right now, all joking aside, it's a pretty serious job that you're doing. And and they probably really need you right now. So you're kind of doing everybody a service with what you're out there doing. And it's worth it. You just stay safe, and like I say, you're probably really needed there right now. Just to tell you the truth, I don't know if any of y'all know what Billy does. I'm not going to say it unless he just wants to say it himself. But nevertheless, he's in a position. Uh, he's in a position where he's up there. It's just Billy's business. I just really don't want to throw his business out there. But okay, well, Billy, he goes and picks up samples and takes them to labs and all. He has to wear a lot of personal protection gear all the time. Kind of like what y'all would look at, almost like a hazmat suit, you know. Um, so Billy, he's picks up some, you know, probably some pretty dangerous stuff, you know, and yeah, load it in the PPE, and him being one of these carriers that's picking that stuff up and getting it to the laboratories and all that right now, I say that's pretty important. And if anybody, nobody else tells you, I'll tell you, Billy, we appreciate you, man, because
Mm-hmm.
that job, it is important, man. It really is. And so some big appreciation to you for real.
It's getting chill.
I don't know what Ronnie Ledger had a message retracted,
Yeah.
so maybe one of the moderators might have hit something too. I don't know. Somebody says something that ain't nice. Yeah, I do diagnostic imaging in a mobile unit. I'm at 11 hospitals around Houston. It's pretty scary. Well, hey, you too, Alan. The same thing goes for you. We appreciate you as well. Any of you out there on the front line, man, we appreciate you guys for
Yes.
real.
Thank you, Darrell. Oh, you have a good
For
night. You
real.
too.
Yeah. Say all y'all have a good night. Daryl, take it easy, man, and you
Yes.
stay
Take
feeling good,
care.
brother.
Yeah.
Keep strong, man. Keep feeling good out there, Daryl. Keep your head up. I know you haven't been feeling good lately, Bubba. James, don't blow Billy's head up. It's big enough as it is. That is a pretty big head on Billy, for real, man. For real. Big old round pumpkin head. um, God bless him. Thank you, Billy Joe. Yeah. Prayers we. Let's see. Oh, damn, Billy. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. Keep up the good work. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you too, Alan. Absolutely. I've done more lung scans in the last 3 weeks than the last 10 years. Isn't that something? It's just unbelievable that we're all in this right now. Just unbelievable. I, it is just like living through a sci-fi movie. 4 months, no trouble. Yeah, had to follow protocol. That's important right there. Follow protocol and you're safe. Uh, CC Ryder's got a melon. Yeah, you hear the geese in the background. Yeah, those are those wild Canadian geese too. But man, they just took up here on our farm. I'll tell you what happened. A hunter must have shot and wounded a female, and she couldn't fly, and she landed back here, and she stayed at my pond back here. Actually, she kind of hopped here, and she stayed at my pond back here, and I had a brush pile, and a male stayed there with her. I guess they were like a pair, like a couple kind of, and so she couldn't migrate back. So she stayed here all through that summer, and she ended up nesting, and then she ended up hatching off a whole little clutch back there, whatever you want to call them. What do they call those? A gackle or whatever you call it with geese, and grew them off right back here behind my pond, which now they don't know to migrate. And then all these other geese came through the next year, and those of hers had grew up, and they were ready to fly off and fly away, but she couldn't, and they just kept flying away and circling back, trying to get her to come, trying to get her to come. Well, they right back, and then the whole group has stayed here, and that's been like 14, 15 years ago. And now we have this whole group of Canadian geese that stay here year round and never fly away. And I think that's pretty cool. And she healed up and she can actually fly now. And she goes up and flies around pond to pond around here, shoot them. And 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 man, they're here and they're just part of it. Man, I can walk up around them. It's all pretty cool. CC Ryder, I, these ain't like domestic geese. These are wild geese. They spend more time eating grass, and very little do you see them going around the pond trying to get anything like you do these domesticated geese that and like ducks that really wipe out fish populations. They spend most of the time here on my field just eating grass. Yeah, and being they just don't hurt anything, and they're just beautiful to watch and enjoy. So I'm not worried about a few little fish. And like I say, they don't they don't hang out and even go after them. I see. So Alan said, and I scanned cancer, but the lungs keep coming in showing pneumonia. Yeah, and it's people who can't get qualified for the virus testing, I believe. Man, let's see. Um, yeah, like Billy said right there, Canadian geese eat grass and poop on everything. Do you ever do a video? Let's see. Did you ever do a video about getting her here? Were you married? Which visa? For any of you that don't know or wasn't with us back when we told the story, um, first of all, I met Melinda directly there in the Philippines. I was there seeing my son. I was hanging out with a friend. We went to a local beach there, and lo and behold, I met Melinda right there, and we've been together ever since. Now, visa wise, um, you're probably not going to find a case like mine. Um, I bucked up against the U.S. government, and I filed I filed for CR1 visa, which is a marriage visa, and we were married in the Philippines. We were married by a Supreme Court justice in the Philippines that she flew down from Manila to Iloilo and did our uh, did our marriage, did our wedding. That's pretty cool. That was a favor of another friend of mine, and that's an attorney there in the Philippines. So that was pretty awesome. Then then when it come time to file the visa, um, everybody they want to do a K1, a K1, and I was doing a CR1, and they usually say that takes like a year to 2 years to usually a year to 2 years if you do a CR1, and they're saying it's so much slower than a K1 or a K3, either one of those. But the law the law is different than most people realize it is. There's the George Bush Family Reunification Act. And in George Bush Family Reunification Act, it says that a family has to be put back together. I forget now, within it was 30 or 60 days or something like that. And so what the embassies out there pushing in immigration does not match the law with the George. It doesn't match with the reunification law that he had out there. And so what I learned is that what the USCIS is pushing, a lot of it is not law, it's just kind of practice that they're doing. There's a difference between law and practice. So I filed the visa, and then I contacted USCIS, which most people are scared to talk to them. And I contacted the U.S. Embassy, and I told them that I wanted her here in 30 days. And they laughed at me. And I said, well, if she's not here in 30 days, I'm going to file a case against y'all for not following the law. And then I sent them the law. And if Melinda was here, she'll tell you this is a true story. And I got one of our local congressmen to back me, and he wrote a handwritten letter and on letterhead stating that the law he investigated too, that the law I'm citing is real. And so I sent it over to him. I faxed it or emailed it, scanned it, and emailed it over to him, and they read it. And I said, I'm not joking. If she's not here, I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you 30 extra days. And if she's not here, I'm going to file a case on y'all for not prescribing, following the law, not just your rules that you have set, that you have the whole world going by. And so they called me back, man. They called me back from U.S. Embassy and said, when can you have her to Manila? And man, they were ready to put her on a plane the next day. Well, she wasn't ready, and we were having to wait to get her passport was in process of coming in. And as soon as her passport showed up, which we had to, I also pulled a string on that one too. Melinda was here. Melinda was here in no time, and she had her social security card was already sitting here by the time she got here too. Melinda, our case is a rare case because I'm a stickler on law, and I'm not scared to approach the government. I handled it everything myself, no paying people, no nothing. But when I read all these cases and people giving advice out there and they're telling all this stuff and how long they've been waiting and all their stories, um, Melinda, she just laughs. But I wish she was out here right now. She'll tell you. They asked her at St. Luke's. I wish she was here. Hold on. Hey, come here. I want you to hear this. I'll wait and let her get out here, and then we'll tell this. So let me read a couple messages here. So they're talking about when the season opens up in September. Come here just a second. And let me read a couple messages here. These geese will be on James's dinner plate before long. If they were going to be, it would have been on there a long time ago. Yeah. Now I might get a duck every once in a while. But yeah, catch, cook, and clean geese video. So I'm kind of referencing here to Alan. Alan was asking about the visa thing and how long it took. I was telling him the story about me calling out the embassy on the George Bush Reunification Act, and we didn't follow any timeline that anybody else did. You even have friends that filed for that same visa that was still waiting for like 1 or 2 years, right?
Yes, yeah, that's right. But James was expedite my visa.
I expedited by citing laws, not their rules. And when you went to St. Luke's, what did that guy ask you at St. Luke's?
How they asked over there why my cases is expedites fast, than
they asked if she was a
anybody else,
celebrity or if she was married to a diplomat. Didn't they? Yeah, they asked my wife if she was a celebrity because she went through just like that. I wanted you to know that I wasn't BSing you. I wanted Melinda out here.
Yeah, because the mostly, like if you are, it is what do you call what visa? I guess
CR1.
CR1, yes.
They're usually long, aren't
yes,
they?
1 year or
1 or
more.
2 or
yes,
yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
Because
He's
James,
a cow celebrity.
Because James really want me here so bad.
Yeah. When it comes to law, I'm a tiger, Anna.
yes.
Yeah. Don't let this old country boy get you. When it comes to law, I am a tough son of a gun when it comes to laws, boy.
I think Alan.
I'm a big time researcher, and I guess because I grew up around law enforcement and all that, I'm not scared to speak my mind or speak up to the government. And so many people are so scared to death to talk to that USCIS, but I'm gonna tell you, they were good with me, and I talked to them very frank, and they were good with me. And the lady up there at USCIS, she laughed and she said, you're a rare case because most people are so scared to talk to us.
Yeah,
We
not
can hear
James.
we can hear their voice quiver when they talk to us. And boy, I was like telling them how the cow ate the cabbage, I guess you could say. And they went by my rules instead of me going by their rules because I come down on them hard. And I told those guys up there at the U.S. Embassy, I said, you're not an elected official. You're just an employee here, and you're an employee here that's enjoying kind of like a tropical vacation by working in a foreign embassy. I said, if you don't follow the law and you just follow rules that are really not law that y'all are prescribing out there, and y'all make it look so official like it is law. I said, I'll make sure your job ends and you won't be sitting here at this tropical island embassy anymore. You'll be back in a cubicle stateside, and somebody else will have your job. And boy, they didn't mess around. They got on it quick.
Hmm. That's the thing is my visa is James is always responsible for that one and he keep follow up.
Yep, I handled every bit
Yes,
of it on my own,
yes.
didn't I? Yep. Boy, I just uh
Because he need this girl.
yeah, because I need this girl. And let me tell you what else happened over at the embassy as
Uh,
well. I was there in the Philippines, and when
mm,
we had to go in for her like interview thing or whatever, she could have went on her own, but I was there, and it was a long line outside, wasn't it?
yes, it's really long.
Super long line outside the embassy, and and it's rainy, and it's the U.S. embassy. It's the U.S. embassy, and there's all of these Filipinos and stuff. They're trying to get in and get stuff handled as well and all. Probably some of them trying to do the same type of visas and stuff. So I'm there. I grab Melinda and I pull her through all of this long line of people, and I took us to the very front of the line, and I demanded that we go through right then. And this Filipina girl, which was working for the back now, and I said, nope, this is a U.S. embassy. I'm an American. This is my embassy, and I'm going to be served now. No, sir, you got to go to the back. And I said, the law is that when an American comes to the American embassy, we're served first. And some guy looked over at her from a distance and shook his head to let us in, and we went straight on inside too, and we passed up hundreds of people.
If it is me only by it's only by myself, I think I'm maybe in one day I can't be there. I mean I can't
Yeah. No
finish on that
disrespect to
interview.
anybody that's with a Filipina or a Filipino on here, but the fact is, it's an American embassy, and that's the most important thing. It's an American embassy,
Yes.
and as an American, we're supposed to get priority first, no matter what. Not trying to be rude to any of those other people, but it's an American embassy.
Yeah, their
And just like if I
priorities
go to
and
a Philippine embassy, I expect that they're probably going to serve some Filipinos first because maybe they have a more pressing matter. But I'm that tough alpha male type person, and I um, just stood my ground. If it's our embassy and we're the ones paying the taxes for that embassy to be there, um, well, then I'm going to stand my rights and get my place. And that's what I did. And once again, we went straight to the front of the
mm,
line. They didn't even interview, did they?
you what you mean?
They didn't do no interview for you either. We just went to a window and they stamped your paper and we went right on.
Yeah, did you actually? I remember they just interview me, just a basic thing, like
What?
what the address here.
Oh, they just asked you the address
Yes,
here.
that's
Yeah,
one.
that was the
Yeah.
only question. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was smooth as pie. It was so fast. It was unreal. Yeah. I don't know why I rushed it. Maybe I could send her back and we could do it again.
Anyway, I want to shout out my kabayan. Glad you're still here watching Leading Suarez. Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
They saw the Texas Star being a star and shit a brick. I tell you what, I stand my ground on everything. I just tell the truth. I'm a force to be reckoned with if you get me roused up, man. I tell you, you're lucky because the line in there is very,
Yes,
very long.
yes,
U.S.
Leading
Embassy.
Suarez.
Yep,
Very long.
man. I tell you, I just I I'm always a little bit of a force to be reckoned with. And I guess sometimes what's that saying? The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
That's right.
Yeah, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. But boy, they were trying to
Sometimes
move
I
me on.
stop him because I get embarrassed, like that.
Yeah.
But actually, I learned. That's the reason I learned with him. Like always, a fight for your right.
Man, I tell her all the time, fight for your right, stand up. Because Melinda has this thing of always just like, I'll just go sit in the back, or I'll just wait, or let's just let these other people go ahead and go. I'm shy. I'm shy. You hear that a lot with you Filipinos. It's like
Yes.
in your culture, you always say, I'm shy. I'm shy. Well,
Lot of those people, and
mhm.
it's kind of like new for me. Those kind of things, this processing. See, of course, I'm
Plus,
still
y'all get
shy.
online and
Yeah.
chatting with your friends and stuff, and they get a lot of fear and anxiety built up. They'll
Hmm.
start hearing all the bad things and the people that got denied, and they get all worked up
Excuse me. I need to check
and
my.
for no reason.
I had
I
something.
want to read what Alan said here. It says she was supposed to be here earlier this month on her tourist visa, but it's linked to her job at the mayor's office. So we're waiting for the mayor to sign her paperwork, and he never did before lockdown. Man, if you got a tourist visa for her, that is a rare thing, a very rare thing. If that got approved, that's pretty rare for a Filipino or Filipina to get a tourist visa, unless it's like for one that's already here and their mom or dad are going to come visit, and and sometimes that uh, their elder parents or something are able to get one. Yeah. Um, Billy's jet. What is your jet, Billy? What is it? Your toy duck that you play with in the bathtub? Let's see. My plan is to move over there in a year. I just wanted her to see the USA for experience and be together until I'm ready. Well, Alan, even if you plan on going over there, just go ahead and try to get her a visa for here, a green card for here, and that way you're not limited to just over there only. Y'all can have the best of both worlds, just like Mel and I do and so many others do. I'm sure you'll qualify for it with no problem. That just just consideration. I mean, now I guess if you're not wanting to like the kazoo, that is hilarious. James, thanks for joining in, and appreciate you very much. Watch out for Billy's airplane flying by. James, don't let Billy do a flyby too low and hit you there before you go to bed. Um, yes, I want her to be able to travel back and forth with me. Well, like I say, man, are you planning on being married to her? I mean, if you are, you know what? Even that tourist visa, you should have just did a K1. They can get here like in 90 days, and or they can get here not 90 days, but they can be here 90 days. And even if it's called a fiance visa, but even if you don't get married, all she has to do is just go back. You can file another one again at a later date if you want to. But I probably would have done a K1, not a tourist. The tourist one's just so rare to get approved. Very rare. Billy's plane sounds like a V2 rocket. uh, yeah, no telling what he's using for fuel. Maybe some of his airplane glue. Yeah. Well, I tell you what. Yeah, put. Before Billy's little plane runs out of fuel, and I run out of pecans here to eat, I'm gonna end this. And I just enjoyed visiting and talking with all of you. Alan, uh, you're welcome. They say, hey, there, Ray's still there. Boy, we got some kind of little bugs that are flying all in my face here. That's why I keep swatting. Um, Beans for fuel. Yeah, beans for fuel. Um, anyway, I want to go back to Alan real quick. Alan, if you want some advice, or maybe I can help, or I can't, um, My email is jamesray080808 at gmail.com, or you can join in on our Facebook page, which is Hightower Homesteads. Yeah, yeah, Hightower Homesteads. If you'll go on there and join that, or send me a request, you can write me through chat on there as well. And Alan, if you need some help along the way, or some advice or something like that, or just somebody to talk to me, it will not be any kind of uh, problem at all. Not at all. I'd be more than glad. If you just need even just some support, just even some emotional support on all that whack. that's that's funny right there. James James Lomax hit Boston beans. I'm guessing. Yeah, Boston beans. I'm sure that's what they are right there. That's hilarious. and Billy's definitely a baked bean. Yeah, he is definitely a Boston baked bean. Well, all right, everybody. I've enjoyed it, and it's been just a nice, refreshing evening to sit out here on the porch and visit with you all, and just sit here and act goofy and have fun, and talk to all you wonderful people around the world. And yeah, if I'm buffering, I'm sorry. And just the internet's overwhelmed with everything happening in the world right now. All of you take care. I appreciate you very much. CC, watch out for those redheads, man, especially the 6 foot tall ones. Chad, you take it easy and keep that garden growing. Alan, man, you keep on down there doing that work. It's important. Billy, you too. What you're doing is important. All of you out there that are watching, I appreciate it. Take care. God bless. And remember, we are all in this together. See you guys later on.